What's going on, guys? That Charger dude here. So awesome update, guys. I bought a house with a garage, which is behind me. Not the world's biggest garage, but it's a start. It's somewhere where I can have all my shit in one place. And with that being the case, now that I finally have my own house, I have all my shit together and can finally start posting more videos, more content, stuff like that. Just I want to do because we're approaching winter here, and in Michigan, winter is not fun. It is it's fun if you have the right stuff, but it's not fun if you have nothing but American muscle, which is pretty much all I own. So all I have is my truck in the wintertime. You know, I'm not sitting here complaining like, oh, poor me. Obviously, you know, I'm blessed with all the things that I have, but all I'm kind of stuck with is working my ass off in the wintertime. So unfortunately, I'm like, well, instead of just putting my head down in the wintertime, working, saving money for car parts on the existing projects I have, let's be stupid and buy something else. So that's what I did. So without further ado, let me show you. So this is my garage setup. It's next to a nice little storage unit right there, where there's my truck and then my my SRT, which I can do a walk around on that one sometime soon. I figured that'd be a cool video, but it's really not the focus. The focus is what's in here. So I needed something that was all-wheel drive for the wintertime in Michigan and a fun manual car, because while I sort of know how to drive manual, I've never had the practice. So I was looking for something where I could sit there and work on it and practice. So I figured, you know, Facebook Marketplace, best place to go, and I was right. So long story short, I have ended up buying this. Let's do the grand reveal since I have a nice garage unit that I installed. Any guesses? Last minute guess. It's Japanese, I'll give you that much. Anything? Come on. Toyota? No. Oh, it's a Subaru. So yeah, I ended up buying a Subaru WRX, not an STI obviously, but she's not in terrible condition. Obviously got some aftermarket stuff, but the paint is fucked. I'm not gonna lie. The paint is atrocious. Got my little mini bike over here. I'm gonna step on over it. Ooh. But yeah, she's pretty rough. Overall, it was a nice little find on Facebook Marketplace. So overall, car obviously doesn't seem like it was stored outside, so no one really gave a crap about it. But hey, it is what it is at the end of the day. So she's relatively okay. She drives and shifts fine. Had a crap ton of check engine lights, but you know, we'll get into detail about that later. But also right next to her, ironic, this is the weirdest combo I've ever seen in my life. That's my 1966 Dodge Charger. Again, I can make a separate video on this some other time, which actually I'll probably make one, you know, record the content for it today, because I'm sure this intrigues a lot of people as well, because this is obviously something you don't see every day. I mean, I know that Charger is not something you see every day either, but yeah. But the main focus on this video today is this car right here. This car is fun, and I mean fun. Have I driven it to make, you know, experience the fun? No. Will I? Yes. So that's the engine bay, you know, pretty dirty in here. Battery is from 2021. Let's see if I can find that. Oh, it's right here. Yep. So December 2021. Overall, I thought it was completely stock until I started seeing some performance parts, which obviously an intake, okay, who cares? But if you look over here, you can see HKS, which basically means this thing has an aftermarket downpipe, which is awesome, because I looked in the back when I first bought this thing. I noticed the exhaust was actually, ooh, I forgot I have a light in here. Let's turn that on. There we go. Doesn't really help that much, but as you can see, the exhaust is pretty massive. So honestly, while I'm here, let's just see if it is a HKS exhaust, which I can't really see. Looks generic. some weather stripping, you know, ain't a big deal. This unit does have a sunroof, which is pretty badass. But overall, she is not terrible. Starts right up, given the battery, which is still kind of old. Let's take a seat inside. So, yeah, let's start her up, guys. So, cool little feature. This is actually a factory option, like a factory upgrade. The shifter is not stock. Pink is not my color, but that's okay. So let's start her up and see what she says. The post told me that the radio wasn't working, and I mean it kind of isn't, but it's one of those really, really old radio styles. So I'm gonna get rid of that because also too, it's not even in there the right way. But I did test the sunroof. That does work pretty well, which is good. But yeah, overall, fun car. Let's hear what she sounds like. Let's see here. I'll let this thing warm up a bit, but she does have a little bit of squeaking. It does go away after some time, especially after cold start. There it goes. Called it. Aftermarket headlights, aftermarket front bumpers, fenders are also. I think the fenders are actually from a real Subi because I noticed that left side passenger one is painted white on the interior and it is labeled Subaru. So I'm pretty sure that's an actual, you know, authentic fender. So otherwise, yeah, we'll let this thing heat up for a bit. And I'll post the camera over here and get a good rev out of it because it's going to be in a really nice spot to rev it up. So we'll take a look at the engine bay. Noisy as hell, but works. She was a little low on some oil, but nothing terrible. This car has 172,000 miles on it, actual mileage for sure. From what I was told from the factory, because I actually reached out to Subaru, and they mentioned to me that it had a factory STI shifter. This one has cool heated seats, heated mirrors, which is awesome, sunroof. This boost gauge was actually factory. If you look right here, you can see that the check engine light is on, along with the ABS lights on. So parking brake, the e-brake is shot, it's not working. What other problem? I mean, the only other real problem with this thing is some suspension, because if you see here, you can see how that wheel is centered, and if you come over to the driver's side, that's not very center. So she needs suspension done, but she also needed basically a full tune-up. So I went ahead and ended up buying brake fluid. Oh boy, that is a PCV valve. That's an oil filter. I bought oil. I bought a whole timing kit that comes with water pump as well. You know, I just got in the box over here. That is coolant. This is the. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the. Yeah, that's the. That's not transmission fluid. That's actually power steering fluid. So she's gonna get a full refresh as far as everything is concerned in regards to liquids and stuff. So that'll refresh the drivetrain. Suspension wise, my subframe is rotted out, but that's pretty much the only thing that's rotted out that I could see. So I'm gonna get to use one of those. And I also ordered a lot of suspension parts, which I'll go over in a different video once I receive them. But in the meantime, let's give this thing a good old rev so you guys can hear what she sounds like. So, not gonna lie, sounds pretty badass. I'm not entirely sure what the exhaust setup is on this thing. I just know it has an HKS downpipe, which I'm hoping it has the HKS exhaust system too, but I mean, as long as it doesn't have any leaks or anything like that, then I'm okay with it. Landon is the guy who I bought it from. Shout out Landon if you're watching this. He actually noticed that there was a muffler, some sort of exhaust problem, and apparently whoever installed the exhaust before he owned it. Oh boy, that's a problem. Just noticed a old World War II symbol sitting on the spoiler, so that spoiler's got to go. Didn't notice that before, so yeah, that's no bueno. Well, I'm gonna paint that out black if I have to, just that section. But yeah, that's the car. So I figured this is gonna be an introductory channel to kind of show you guys, you know, an update for me. So that being the case, welcome to my MTV, welcome to my crib. I've got all my cars here essentially, all 4 of my babies, besides my work van, which isn't really impressive, it's just a Mercedes. So I'll kind of show you guys the layout. So I have all this land, that is my neighbors right there. So it's like, that's the stick that tells me what's my neighbors, but I have all the way back to there. So dream setup is I'm gonna have a driveway that basically extends out to the length of the shed. So it's gonna extend up to here. So I'll have, you know, room to park back-end cars right here. And that way, if I have cars over, if I have anybody here, I'm not blocking my driveway or my garage if I wanna pull something out in the summertime. And that's also too where I would prefer to have my vans, because that's the garage setup. I'm looking to increase the height so I can get, you know, a lift in there, put the old school on there and store something else underneath it. And then I'm actually gonna be extending the garage this way to the left so I can build a workshop, because I mean, I don't need a 3-car garage. I just needed more room for projects and stuff. So I bought a crap ton of stuff. I mean, this is all stuff for my storage unit and stuff like that. So kind of all just in there. I got some transmissions down there, but yeah, funny enough, this is actually my camshaft from that 06 SRT8 sitting outside. So that just goes to show you some of the things I've done there. So I'll get some content on these guys, the Chargers, and go from there, guys. Well, I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm going to record some video, some content on my old school and my SRT, because it's literally October what, like 5th or something today. Let me just check. Yeah, it's October 5th and it's 80 something degrees outside. This is not normal for Michigan. Normally we'd be freezing and raining right now, or at least in the 40s or 50s. But I'm gonna capitalize on this beautiful weather. And I mean, it's a little hot to do things, but I need to organize my entire garage setup. I bought some tools from Harbor Freight, like $500 today there. Icon tools, I know they're not the best, but hey, I'm not trying to, you know, go super expensive tools because it's not really necessary. But yeah, like I said, I think right now as it sits, I definitely can't fit a single car. Like I can't fit a lift in here. I mean, I can, but for what I want to do is I want to have a tall enough lift where I can slide a car underneath, you know, have one stored above. That way I can do 2 cars there and another car there. And that way all 3 of the vehicles are stored away for the winter time if I need to, or if I would get another project, because the Subi, I'll probably keep in the garage winter time comes, but obviously my trucks, they'll sit outside. No big deal. Anyways, I am very thankful for how hard I've worked in life to get to where I'm at. So now I get to reap the fruit of my labor. And now that I have my own place, I get to make my own videos. I don't have anybody in my way. You know, parents or family kind of like yelling, like, get out of the garage. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of memories in this garage. It's kind of cool. It's my first video in this garage, realistically, since I finally have the good camera set up. So we'll see you in the next one. So I appreciate you guys. Charger Guy out.